with chapter 8. It's about time and risk management in your research. Time management, again, is very important because you don't want to get stressed. Like, for example, you all can get your assignment done in week 9, week 10 is because I have organized everything. I split it down. I make sure that you keep track of whatever that you have done. I put a lot of stress on you all, and that's why you have a happy life now in research method. Or else in the previous histories, normally week 10, 11, 12 will be the most stressful time for your seniors because they need to accomplish the assignment. And they haven't even accomplished their analysis and result. So they are still doing their result and discussion, week 11 and week 12. Week 11 and week 12 for your information, yeah? Because week 10, they get the data cleansed. Then week 11, they start to do the analysis, discussion, result on week 12, last minute. All right, in order to manage your time, you will need to set the goal, and you will need to know very clearly what you want to achieve at which time, particular time. Make promise to yourself to keep the goal implemented. Now, sometimes there are too many things in one day. For example, for my case, I have 4 universities to serve, right? How can I make it? Of course, there are stress lah, but normally I will do this thing, which is very useful. There are many things. There are many things, right? But then you can categorize it and tell yourself that, okay, what must be done today? Today. That is very urgent and important. Means submission lah. Today is a submission, so today you must get it done, right? So you must post it today, or you must submit this today. Okay, very urgent, very important. Right. Sometimes it's very urgent, but not so important. You can do it quickly, but not so perfect. For example, it's very urgent because your mother asked you to buy this and you are going back hometown now, right? Your mother asked you to go your supermarket because maybe you are staying in a small village, and then your mother say, hey, before you come back, make sure you go to the canteen and buy whatever meal that I want to eat. Okay, you quickly go dabao and come back. Do quickly but not perfectly. Dabao lah. No need put a very nice container and then wrap it nicely as a gift to your mom. No, you don't have to do that. It's urgent because you are going back hometown today. But not so important, yet you have to get it done. Yet you have to get it done. So do it quickly lah. Okay? Something that is important but not so urgent. For example, another 2 weeks time. Another 2 weeks time to submit this assignment, then you can spend some time, spend some buffer time here. Not urgent, not important. Reject it, especially if it's not important, or downscale it. Like for example, your mom said, hey, can you help me to go to the shopping center in KL and compare this dress price? I give you the photo. So you have to go to Mid Valley lah, Times Square lah, or this and that lah, Melawati Mall lah, and then where else I seldom go to shopping. I also don't know what are the shopping center. A pavilion lah. This is not important to you, and it is not so urgent. Your mom said that she need this end of the year for a dinner, annual dinner. You can either reject it or downscale it. Means that, mom, can you please search from Shopee? Don't ask me to do shopping. Not urgent, not important. Okay. Right, scheduling help us to organize, plan our time. So it's good that you have a calendar, your own calendar diary, and write down whatever important dates, especially semester calendar, and plan ahead. Okay. Check if the schedule is balanced and reasonable. Review and update. You will have to update it. You cannot do something that is too perfect. Okay, your schedule must not be too perfect. I show some of you my own schedule. I'm not sure whether you still remember that, which is which you will have to put some buffer time actually, in order for you to not to be so stressful, or else you will be too stressful that you don't know what to do already. Let's see if I'm able to sign into my Google. Yeah, give me a minute. Mm, no, sorry, I've deleted already. Okay, there are other books that actually teach you how to do this. Because recently I read this, which I think is very good in the management, I guess. It's a management book. Okay, this is my calendar diary, which I will color it by using different color to show that green color are actually for Monash, red color for MCKL, uh, orange color for Indy, and blue color for TAR UMT. And then you will see spaces here and there. It doesn't mean that I have nothing to do, but I have a lot of things to do, and I put it in the small sticky notes here to show that these are the most important tasks that I have to do. Okay, I have to do this and I have to clear it, right? And then for each daily task that I have to clear, I put it down here. Whenever I clear it, I feel like, wow, I have did something. And at least I know that what I cannot fulfill, I must put and remind myself. So you don't make too condensed, because sometimes they have some emergency that you will need to flip in. Like for example, suddenly you need to take parcel, or you need to fetch your kids to somewhere else. So you need to put some buffer here and there. Okay, but every week I will have different. This page, it will be different except for the fixed classes. Once I fix it, I will know how much time that I have, and how much buffer time that I have, and what I can do if, let's say, there is a 1 hour slot. Like for example, there are 2 hour slot here, right? So I can slot in and do my OJCMT paper edit. If I have 1 hour here and there, I can slot in and do whatever that I need to accomplish today. Okay? Very, very useful. I learned this in one of the camp. Okay, let's move on. The teamwork. Why teamwork? Because together everyone achieve more, unless your team member are sleeping member lah. Okay, so effective teams operate in an environment in which there is two-way trust, in an environment of open, honest communication. Feedback on performance from your team member is also two-way and very important. And make sure you accept your responsibility, but not to blame each other on the mistake. Also appreciate for your team members' decision or their work. Respect each other. The last part about your management in your research is risk. There are many other risks. Risk is a pure loss exposure faced by organization or individual. So what you should be doing, you must be prepared that there might be some reputation risk, negative publicity for you and or your team member activity, your colleague and university. For information, this is a story. Yeah? When I just started to do the research and publication, I faced many negative attack from the management. Mm. There are many different kinds of things, but then if you consistently do your work, then you can consistently publish lah. Okay, emotional. Cause a person receiving your service to feel, okay, emotional means your team members suddenly stress. They want to give up. So this can be a risk as well. So you have to continue by yourself. Facilities, like for example, the hardware software damage. So I have an advice to you all, always back up your FYP especially. Physical injury, right? Steps for risk management. Number one, before you start your research, identify possible risk, and then you will have to estimate how high, what is the probability for it to happen, and what is the impact. Then you rank the list accordingly. Develop your contingency plan, means if this risk really happen, how are you going to manage it? And you will have a checklist with the rank of all the risks. For example, this is a checklist of a risk item checklist, which I don't think you will be using this unless you are a project manager. You have to group it. For example, working with computers, the computer backup, virus protection, use computer for long period of time that you don't have time, and then computer equipment devices. If let's say it's not working properly, do you have any contingency plan? You have to list down all. Then monitor it from time to time, whether this will be changing or there is any changes. Okay, sometimes new risks might arise when you take action to manage all risk, then new risks will also appear. Okay, so basically that's all for the management, the time management, teamwork, and also risk management in this chapter. Okay, we have done with chapter 8. Next week will be your midterm test. Remember to come on time at 8 o'clock, because if you do not settle down, we will not start the class. If you are involved in call queue, get excuse from a lecturer or write to me immediately. Text me or WhatsApp me. Ask your class rep to WhatsApp me and give me the lecturer name. We will write to the lecturer to excuse you for the 2 hours, 8 to 10 o'clock. But we only have 1 hour time to answer the question. We will start at 8:15, at 10 or 8:15. If everybody settle down, then at 10. Okay, please sit in group. I will give you a sitting, PowerPoint slides. So which group will sit at which particular section. Any question regarding your midterm test? Midterm test, 30 question only, MCQ. MCQ question, 30 question. But it will not be in this format. I remind you all, it will not be in a simple ABC format. The format is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then ABCD. Okay, if you have no question, class rep, I will need you to send me the attendance now. Please send me the attendance. Okay, Jawi, all present. Thank you very much, Jawi. Okay, Jensen, sent. Jingwen also sent. RSD group 1. Okay, Yvonne, RSD group 456. Thank you. And then okay, Jonathan is the class rep assistant. Ryan, RSW group 1. Jia Yi, group 1. This is RSD group 3, Jonathan. RSW group 1, Jia Yi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more groups to go. RIT class rep as absent as well. RSD Group 1 absent, Ng Yi Sheng. Vino and Prem absent. Li Wei Chen and Qing Ta Hao absent for RSD Group 3. About assignment, which Manchun? MDPI. Manchun, you are from which lab? Yeah. The final one requires payer information. Yeah, put my information, INTI information. Yeah. Manchun, you are not going to pay for it. Put my information. Don't pay for it. It's about 7,000. Provide address. Address will be the INTI address. INTI International University address 71800 Nilai Negeri 9, Malaysia. Midterm test, are we using Google Form? No, you're not using Google Form. We'll give you a physical paper. I requested for Google Form test, but then I don't know lah. They did not agree. The course coordinator does not allow it. Okay, RIT all present. So one more group to go. Which group? Yeah. RSW group 1, 2, 3. RSD group 1, group 4, 5, 6. RSD group 3. 2. RSD group 2, yes. It's here. RSD. No. SW group 1. I have 2 RSW group 1. RSW group 1, Chiani. Yeah, this one is RSW. Orion, 2 groups are here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There should be one more group. Who's that group? Which group is that? Missing. RSD group 2. 3 is here. RSD group 1 is here. RSD group 2 is here. Then all should be here. Should be 9 group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, 9. Correct. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Bye-bye. IJZ out of scopus already. Yes. Sun Seng. Sun Seng. I told you already, my IJTAE is out of scopus already. Done. It's not standard already. Yes, it's out already. Sudah out. So those students that still insist to send into IJTAE, that will be the what is that? I mean submission after submission to IJETAE this week, starting from 24th of April, is considered as bonus mark only, yeah, even if it gets accepted. But before this is okay. Out until now. You can go to scopus.com and check from the sources. Let me give you this link. Last week, Joshua, when Joshua informed me, when is that? Joshua. Oh, absent, Wong Wei Hao and Tan Chuan Yong. When Joshua informed me last week, Yes, last week, 21st of April. We just realized that it's out of Scopus. But before this, it's still in. You should remember when we checked this. Emerging General Advanced Engineering. This still discontinued. Susan, I thought I have already explained to you in the lab that because it's Q4 is at a very dangerous level. At any time, they will fall out. At any time, they will fall out because they do not have enough paper to cited by people, citation, paper cited by people. So not enough documents to support the scoring. They have a scoring system. Submitted paper by replying your feedback email last week, so you may check. Lim Ri Ying. Submitted your paper by replying the feedback email last week. What is this? Oh, wow, your email is, your messages. You want me to double check your paper, right? Before submission. That's why lah, I don't have time for you all now for this matter. Because Monash I've done. Then this FYP coming. See? Now only you ask me to check. You should ask me to check before this. I'll need to take time to go through your paper again. I know. The email, I saw it in the email, but I did not reply it because all this thing is like 2 weeks ago already. Car plate number tracking application. Oh, this is Sun Jia Jun. Okay, I have class at 10. Sorry, I have to leave now. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you. You're welcome. Bye.